Hi everyone, this is Sudarshan ML, working as Assistant Professor in Department of Mechanical Engineering in Vivekananda College of Engineering and Technology, Puttur. In today's presentation, I am taking Module 5, that is lathe. The presentation outline going to be lathe introduction, classification of lathe, principle of working of a center lathe, specifications, parts of lathe. In the introduction part, what is a lathe? Lathe is a very big machinery. Lathe is a machine tool employed generally to produce circular objects. Also, it is said that it is a mother of all the machine tools since it is so versatile that almost all machining operations which are performed on other machine tools like drilling machine, grinding machine, shaping machine, milling machine can be performed in this. What is that machine tool? Machine tool means it may be defined as a power driven machine which accomplishes the cutting or machining operations on it. The fundamental machine tools that are used for most of the machining processes are lathe, drilling, tapping machine, milling and grinding machines. There are various kinds of lathe available: engine lathe, speed lathe, turret lathe, capstan lathe, automatic lathe, and finally nowadays we are with the most computer numerically controlled lathe, that is called as a CNC lathe. Out of that all classifications, the most commonly used, most economical, most general purpose lathe is engine lathe, because the most commonly used general purpose lathe in engineering workshop is known as engine lathe or center lathe, or simply called as lathe. It is compact compared to other varieties. Large number of operations are possible too in this machinery. Now coming to principle of lathe. A lathe, basically a turning machine, works on the principle that a cutting tool can remove material in the form of metal chips from the rotating workpiece to produce circular objects. For effective material removal, the material means that job or workpiece supposed to be rotated either in a clockwise direction or in an anti-clockwise direction. So material should be held in position using a work hold device. It is always termed as chuck. 3-jaw chuck or 4-jaw chuck are available. Using this chuck work hold device, the material is fixed into live center, and later with the help of a tool movement, effective tool movement, by giving effective depth of cut, the material will be removed in the form of small chips. The factors need to be considered here are rotating speed, RPM of the chuck, that means material rotation speed; depth of cut, that means material thickness, how much need to be removed; and speed of movement given to the tool in the parallel to the axis of rotation. So these three things need to be considered to maximum extent, such that maximum material with the good quality material output can be obtained. This is the basic principle of working of lathe. So always circular objects will be formed out of this lathe. Now coming to the important topic, that is the lathe specification. Specification means what? As you go for buying any pen, what you expect? Like it's a color, size, cost, the gel pen or ink pen or ballpoint pen, like that. In the similar way, we have also specification for all machineries. The overall size, length of the bed. That means this is a required concept while you buy any lathe. We supposed to have enough floor space for positioning this lathe. Now coming to the distance between the centers. Center in the sense, one is a live center, other is a dead center. Between work centers, what is the maximum distance? This indicates the overall size of the workpiece which can be held for during the time of working. You can't exceed the length between the centers. In that case, the lathe uh, can't hold that workpiece. Now coming to gap in the bed. Gap in the bed, and it indicates overall swing which can be given to workpiece during the time of running. And finally coming to the swing of the workpiece over the lathe bed. Over the lathe bed, what is the overall space available? With respect to that only we can position a workpiece. The bigger workpiece cannot be worked in that particular lathe. That is the lathe specification. Important parts of the lathe, that is bed, main drive system, cone pulley and back gear, headstock, tailstock, lead screw, feed rod, then carriage assembly consisting of saddle, cross slide, compound rest, apron. Let's study it one by one. And next part of this presentation, I have also included one video showcasing all the different parts individually. Let's glance over this one by one. Bed. Bed is the foundation part of a lathe which supports all its other parts. It is also going to hold the enough number of guideways such that the movement of all assembly lines will be carried forward over the bed. The main drive, an electric motor or a IC engine can also be opted, which is used for driving the work holding device, that is a chuck in the normal working speed. Cone pulley and back gear. The cone pulley which drives the main spindle through uh, belt drive, which connects motor drive with the chuck. This is how speed is being power is being transferred to work device. Whereas back gear, it is imposed whenever required. Otherwise back gear is not applied. Whenever you want to reduce the speed RPM of work, in that case only you are working out with the back gear. For example, you are working with the thread cutting or knurling operation. In that point, you supposed to reduce the RPM at least by 50%. Otherwise, due to excess heating, the material will wear out. The headstock, it includes all this cone pulley, back gear mechanism, spindle, drive, chuck, motor, everything. So headstock is the total housing positioned over a lathe bed. Then coming to tailstock. The tailstock is a end portion of the lathe which is kept over the guideways of the lathe bed. It is meant for supporting the workpiece during time of rotation. The carriage, then comes the carriage assembly. Carriage assembly carries a saddle, cross slide, compound rest, apron, and also tool post. That part we can study later with the animation video. Lead screw. Lead screw is a screw rod which runs longitudinally in front of the lathe bed, which automatically makes the saddle to move longitudinally in front of the lathe, such that automatical movement for a tool can be given by lead screw. Now you can clearly go through different components, different parts of the lathe. Starting from left hand side, I'll go like this. First comes a lathe bed at the bottom. Then comes a tray to hold the metal chips or some of the tools which are meant during time of working. Then feed box will be there, headstock, gearbox controlling the levers, driving clutch control lever. Then comes a 4-jaw chuck or 3-jaw chuck to hold a circular workpiece. Then this is a carriage traveling wheel, carriage. The carriage assembly carries feed engage lever, then a cross slide hand wheel, tool post. Tool post going to carry the tool, necessary tool, and a cross slide which is meant for feeding the work tool against the workpiece. And you can see on the lathe bed there is one component called as a rack. Rack is supporting the carriage assembly to move longitudinally in front of a lathe bed. And over the end we got tailstock. Tailstock assembly carries dead center, spindle, all those things. Uh, This is a lathe machinery that is um, known as engine lathe. Okay, let us now start studying lathe components. What is this lathe? It is generally said that it is a mother of all machine tools. Since it is so versatile, you can manufacture any kind of circular objects, circular operations in this machine. Lathe generally consists of a lathe bed. It is made up of tool steel material. It is a base or foundation supporting all other components. We can now study about a lathe bed profile. It carries two guideways. You can see here inverted V bed guideway and flat bedway. Inverted V bed ways and flat bed ways provide support for carriage and tailstock movement. Now, the base component of this entire lathe is a headstock. Here we have so many machine components. You can see workpiece is held against the chuck. Chuck means it is a work holding device. Work is usually called as a job. It provides all mechanical support for our work, and it carries one hollow spindle to connect our power drive with the other component. Power source usually will be electric motor, or generally we can even have IC engine. Power transmission happens because of belt drive. The gear mechanism supports this power transmission and transmits the power to other components for working. There is one more component called as back gear, which is a mechanism for reducing the motor speed. The motor drives at a constant speed, and later for some other operations like thread cutting, knurling operation, we need to reduce the speed. This is done with the help of this back gear arrangement. You can see here gear mechanism. There will be one pulley pinion, and from there you can see one lock pin, bull gear, cone pulley. In a general operation, the power transmission starts from motor to pinion P1, then transmits towards G1. Back gears, when not engaged, the power transmission happens here like this: P1 to G1, and spindle rotates at a known speed of a motor. It is said as normal speed. When you are working with the thread cutting operation, since heat generated will be more, we need to reduce the speed of work. So in that case, power transmission happens from P1 to B1, B1 to B2, B2 to G1, such that the spindle always rotates at a lower RPM. You can see that here. Now coming to the end part, that is called as tailstock. Tailstock in the lathe. One side we have got headstock, which supports all mechanical movement components. On the other side we have tailstock. Tailstock is a dead end part. It supposed to slide across that lathe bed. See, tailstock is a non-rotating part of the lathe, but it supports all our working components. So there we have got dead end, or we are calling it as a dead center. Tailstock carries one tailstock spindle. It supports the workpiece from the axis. Then spindle supposed to be clamped in that position, and you can give a movement to tailstock spindle by means of hand wheel. By operating that hand wheel, you can take out the spindle towards the workpiece. When supporting heavy jobs, live center is used, which rotates along with the job. That means it is a chuck end, live center. You can see now the carriage assembly. Carriage assembly is a moving component. It supports a saddle, cross slide, compound rest, tool post, and apron. Now let us study what all the parts generally are there in that saddle. In this animation you can see saddle. It is a H-shaped casting, slides along the bedway. That means it gives a prompt support across the guideway. We have studied already that guideways. Uh, See, then comes a cross slide. Cross slide gives a feed motion to the cutting tool. Cutting tool supposed to work perpendicular to the workpiece such that you can give to and fro action to that tool. Then comes a compound rest. It moves horizontally, or you can call it as a longitudinal motion. So it moves parallel to work axis. Clamps. Clamping the tool. It supports the tool. Usually tools are held parallel to the axis and in line with the axis. Now comes apron. Attached to the saddle. It has gears, control levers and clutches for moving carriage and cross slide. What all things we have learned? The lathe introduction. In that introduction we studied machine tools, lathe, the working possibilities and with the lathe. Lathe classification, various varieties of lathe classification we have studied. In that engine lathe we found it is more versatilely used. Then principle of working of a lathe we have studied, and finally important parts of the lathe with the animation was shown in this video. Thank you all.